Hey yo, what is good, y'all? So today I want to talk about the Shadow Cabinet #2 by Milestone Comics, but really I'm gonna just talk a lot about the Milestone universe as a whole, bro, because this joint is tough and I feel like we are not talking about it enough. Or maybe I'm not talking about it enough, but let's get into it. Okay, number one, if you don't know who the Shadow Cabinet is, Shadow Cabinet is based like this shadow group of superheroes in the Milestone universe that just work in the shadows and stop the universe from dying from like big catastrophic events and everything. Just think of them like a shadow Justice League for real, for real. And it got my man's a Nazi in it. This group is actually really big. They actually, if you read the old Milestone comics, they pulled a lot of strings back in the day. They were the reason for the Big Bang and everything. This guy, he basically says he's like Dharma is like the first superhero. Like they were also the reason for like the Milestone universe and the DC universe colliding, which was actually really dope. But in this new comic, they're trying to save the future and they're actually asking Rocket to join their group. That part is dope, but that is not what I want to talk about. I want to get into my man Static and the universe as a whole. Now, right here we see Rocket goes to Static's house, and we see that Static basically branded his neighborhood with his sign. All right, and here's so to talk about the whole universe as a whole, right? Static's been through it, and he's been up and through this universe, all through it, through all the books. Okay, if you see where he says here, he says high streak burned down my house. And that happened in season 1 of Static. If you haven't read that, please go check it out. It is fire. Then he said Ebon almost killed me. That happened in season 2 of Static, which is fire, bro. If you haven't read season 2, it's actually the comic debut of Ebon, so you definitely should check that out. But that happened there. Then he's like, Brainiac came to Earth to wipe us all out, and then Nazis hit my neighborhood, bro, with their guns where his family lives. And all of that happened in Icon vs. Hardware, which was an event in the Milestone universe where Hardware went back in time to try to stop slavery, bro. Like, it was this crazy event that happened within the Milestone universe. But all of this really just got me thinking about, Static as a character and the whole Milestone universe and how it's all intertwined and how so much stuff has happened so far in this universe. Like, we're to the point where like the Blood Syndicate has taken over, and then now there is somebody out there trying to kill the Blood Syndicate. Now, you'll find out more when you read Shadow Cabinet Part 2, because that's what happens in it. And bro, this joint is action-packed. Like, this joint gets crazy. But I feel like we don't talk about the Milestone universe enough with how big their universe is, how many characters they have, and how their characters intertwine, and how it all makes sense and goes together. Like, it is really dope how their universe has spanned out. This whole Earth M, it was really dope when it came out, when it started out with Static season 1 and Icon and Rocket season 1, and it is really expanding. I hope it continues to expand, bro. I'm gonna be making a lot more videos about this universe, because I'm gonna take a deep dive into it and then really let y'all know what's going on in this universe. But I'm telling you, their universe right now is inspiring. I took a lot of inspiration from their old universe and this new universe when I made my comic. But it is really dope to see how much has happened and get to see these characters interact, like these strong black characters, and especially Static. As a Static fan myself, it's dope to see him have a lot more content in the way they're doing him in this Milestone universe. He has grown so much, like from starting to get his powers to becoming a hero to now protecting his own family and protecting his block, because like he said, they got hit by Nazis. But it's a lot going on with Static and this whole universe as a whole, and I feel like we're not talking about it much. So I'm gonna start talking about it. All right, so definitely check out this Milestone universe if you get a chance, bro. It is fire.